Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Critical Fail. This is our D&D podcast where we get together, hang out, be nerds, play D&D, and then cut it up and put it out there together for you guys to enjoy in whatever way you want. This is episode 10. We've made it to 10 episodes already, which we're very, very proud of. Anytime in this episode that we mention Bassmaster or Bassmaster, that's our number one fan, or our only fan, who's currently watching on Twitch. We also discussed for a couple minutes about the television shows Arrow and Gotham and The Flash and Constantine. Sorry about that. It just came up and I thought it was kind of amusing. As always, you can find us on iTunes and Twitch and in any podcast format that you want. Go to our site to find out how. That is criticalfail.com. Critical has a 1 instead of an L, criticalfail.com. And also you can go there to find out about this episode's sponsor, which is self-sponsoring because we're creating our own products. And so if you go to criticalfail.com, you can find out about Matt's mats, which are the acrylic plexiglass 1-inch grid systems that we use in the videos. We make these ourselves, and if you go there, you can find out more about them and maybe even purchase a couple, which directly supports us, which would be fantastic so that we can keep making this for you. So please check that out, or share this with your friends, or give us a like on YouTube, or give us a review on iTunes. Any of these things will help us out. And without further ado, here is episode 10, The Mayor's Cabin. Here's me and my boys for Halloween.
So who made the right choice here, and was Oliver Queen?
It's Alex.
Good choice.
I've been watching the Arrow show, man. I'm only like 4 episodes in. It's so good.
I told you.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's good. I haven't been able to get through it just because I started watching Gotham.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Constantine.
Well, and like, if
I'm just in. I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Well, and like The Flash is amazing right now. CW is just knocking it out of the park with.
Well, and they tied in
To Arrow.
with Arrow.
Yeah. And they like right away, like they had some. So we're like, me and my wife were like, oh man, we've got to catch back up on Arrow. And then like the very next episode had this. It's
Arrow's so good.
And I have to say this about Arrow too. Arrow scratches my Batman itch better than the Nolan Batman movies did. And the reason it does is because you have this one guy who's trying to save a whole city by himself, and he is just tormented by it. And like Nolan didn't get there. You know, Gotham's kind of got that, but of course Bruce Wayne's young, but Commissioner Gordon is suffering. But Arrow, except for that, Arrow kills.
I'm really, really excited to where Gotham's going, though.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think the guy playing the Penguin is so perfect. He's doing such a great job.
So good. And it's hard because there's been so many different kinds of penguins over the years. And
He's got it down.
Yeah, he's got a totally interesting take on it. Like, I keep trusting him, and then being like myself, I'm like, okay, you know what? I would trust him again. What am I thinking? And he like totally screws.
And then he just
just stabs some dude in the street, and I'm still on it. Yeah, I'm still on his side.
And he's like, well, now I can get a hot dog. All right, see ya.
Yep, he's so funny.
We are trekking through the woods.
You've been on the path up into the hills, and I'm going to describe one more time the mayor's hunting cabin as you guys come up to it, just for funsies. So the cabin sits has a small lightly wooded glen on the outside of on the side of a rocky foothill. The Skyreach Mountains climb up into the distance, and the clouds behind it and north of it. The eastern Skyreach River, which is the river that you guys have actually been following, runs noisily to the east side of the cabin, so the other side of the road. And it's out of sight. You can't see it from here, but it's just roaring. There's like rapids and waterfalls and stuff, and it just kind of
very aggressive up north.
Very much so, yeah. And you guys are making your way. How are you guys just going to kind of like? Well, it's setting areas, just walking up to the cabin. Or are you doing anything special? Are you just going to kind of go up there and knock on the door, or what's your intention here?
I'm going to keep an eye out and just look around.
Okay. Make a perception check while these other guys say what they're thinking.
Can I'm gonna climb up a tree and do the same and take a look around and see what I can see.
Okay. Coast is clear, Jake. Urith. Perception check, Nick. Do you have any bonuses for perception or anything in the wild?
Well, my perception's really high.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering if in general, because you are, out of the city.
Survival. I have.
Okay. Well, what was your perception roll? And that's something to think
18 plus 5.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. And what was your intention? You just walking up.
I think I'm a little bit. Do I see 3 horses outside?
Perception check.
I have to perceive horses in front of me.
Well, yeah.
They're not in front of you.
Right. 15.
Okay. There's no horses out front. You notice that there's smoke coming up from the chimney.
Okay.
Liam, you notice all this too. There's smoke coming up from the chimney, and that the area is fairly well kept. It's not overgrown or anything like that. It looks like a place where people regularly are. That's what you notice, Thornton.
Okay.
Liam, in addition to this, you notice that there are, even though there's it hasn't rained in a while, so there's a lot of traffic and stuff has been going through here. You can still distinctly make out the tracks of horses that rode up to the front of this place and then rode off, continuing back to the road and going north. Presumably, especially since you guys didn't cross horses coming up on your way. And you also notice that there are 2 human hunter types sitting kind of casually at the edge of the clearing, like where they can keep an eye on the cabin and anybody coming from the road.
Okay.
And they have not seen you yet, but they've pretty clearly seen your friends.
Okay.
Urith and Thornton. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the cabin.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kind of looking around for people.
Okay.
Right before Thornton knocks on the door, I'm gonna call down to him in Dwarvish.
Okay.
I like it.
To tell him that I see 2 guys around the corner from the cabin that may be keeping an eye on what's going on.
Okay. Do you freeze or do anything, Thornton?
I'm gonna look around the corner to see if I can see anything.
So back, it's
I'm
actually.
going to look at the dwarf and say, was that a dwarf in a tree?
And I'm going to reply,
climb.
"We're never in trees."
That would be one very female-sounding dwarf. They have deep, resounding voices too. They, yeah, sure. Sure enough, at the moment you start to look from the kind of the edge of the clearing, the kind of groups of trees near the edge come out to these 2 humans. Very non-threatening. They have bows and stuff. They have their bows in their hands, but they have arrows in their quivers on their back, and a short sword on the side. And they've also got these kind of short clubs with them, and they're making their way towards you. Ho there, good sirs. State your business here. This is the Mayor Brethelton's cabin.
I wave to him and say, "We're welcomed here by the mayor himself."
Okay, very good, sir. If you are, then I'm sure you've got the proper documentation or information for us.
Yep, I'd show him the documentation.
Oh, very good. Okay, that's even more than most people have. Usually Brethelton sends them up here and, doesn't tell us what's going on, just tells them he's on official business or something. We gotta let the yahoos in. You guys must be upper crust. So what are you guys working on for the mayor?
We're tracking down some evil in the area.
Evil, you say? Well, okay. He's like, I haven't seen much around here, but come on in. You guys are more than welcome to stay, get some food, and have some rest. And are you heading north tomorrow morning, or what are you thinking?
I'm gonna jump down from the tree at this point with my bow in hand.
Okay.
And ask them if 3 gentlemen on horses were already at the cabin earlier today.
Nope.
And you saw.
And I saw hooves
You tell them
or
this,
tracks.
or you-
Well, I'm thinking internally at the moment.
Yep. Go ahead.
So I already saw tracks going to the cabin and leaving the cabin. So obviously the guy's lying to me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I kill him?
I'm oblivious to everything.
I'm gonna knot an arrow and try to intimidate him.
Okay. Do you have intimidation
So-
or anything like that?
Is that a? I do
We
not. have
somehow need to
intimidation.
get across to him that the formal greeting is not by killing the person you're trying to meet.
Hello, thwap. Nice to meet you.
Goodbye.
You're beautiful. The whack.
I do not have intimidation as a trait. Or a
Okay.
skill.
Well, you can. Yeah, you just aren't proficient in it.
Yeah, but you can try.
So try it.
Is it something you would try? Knowing that you're not. I'm not trying to force you can do whatever.
I want to nod an arrow and yell back at him that I don't believe him.
Okay.
At all.
Make a charisma check. We'll see how eloquent you are in your. Oh yeah.
12.
Minus one.
Minus one. Minus one.
Minus 12. No, that's good. You do. Yeah. No. You're. Yeah. Absolutely. What do you say to him? You're articulate enough.
You're full of shit. I will shoot you in the face.
He's like, whoa. Like, first of all, surprised that you're there, and then secondly, very, very aggressively looking at him.
And
He's like,
I turn around. I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, everything's getting very heated. He's like, whoa, sir. He's like, sorry. Okay. He's like, yes. Yes. He's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lie to you. There were 3 of the mayor's guards here on official business. I was told to keep it to myself. I work for the mayor. It's none of your business. But you guys also work for the mayor, so I don't want anything to happen here. I'll lose my job. I've got people to support. Please, just chill out.
Okay. I'm gonna untop my arrow.
Add it in his throat. Yeah.
Right.
I want this drawn. I gotta let it go.
I'm gonna flip him 1 EP, which is 1/5 of a gold point,
Okay.
and say, is there any other mayoral business that us mayor employees should know about?
He flips it back to you and says, "Nope." He's like, seriously, and he'll look it. He's not very charismatic, but he's very nervously trying to tell you that everything's fine. He's just, got to keep his P's and Q's dotted. You guys are clearly important. You've got the mayor's seal, but, this is his place and his family heritage, and they don't just let anybody in. But
So does Urith giggle at the fact that we have the mayor's seal?
I don't know. So, Urith, what were you going to say, Jake?
No, I'm I was going to, but they seem to have solved it. So
Jake's just taking notes for his next ballad of awkward social interactions.
Oddly enough, on a mayor's sealed piece of paper.
Yeah, right. It's got 10 seals on it for each verse. No, he, the gentleman says, please, I'm afraid we got off on the wrong foot. My name is Smythe. Come on inside. We'll have a beer. We'll talk it over. I'll even let you know what those guys were talking to us about. Some dangers in the area, and we'll get rested up and everything will be good.
Okay. I'll follow him into the cabin.
Very good.
It is nighttime,
Yeah.
I'm guessing?
Yep.
We're very close. Mm-hmm. All right.
You guys go inside?
Yep.
Which order do you walk into the house in? Never a good question when the DM asks that.
Right. I think I'm leading
Okay.
because I was the one closest to the door, correct?
Yeah,
You were asking for a marching order?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Technically speaking, I would be the furthest away with the bow.
I don't know. You ran up. You were going.
No, he dropped down
I
and
dropped
knocked
down
about
from
at
the
him.
tree.
I know you got right up in his grill. We're
I
talking.
don't think I got up in his grill.
Okay. Good. So it's so Ruth, are you happy being in the middle?
yeah.
Okay. So let's say
There's our marching order.
like
You can move us.
No, that's good. And you guys are coming up to the door.
See, we do that specifically so, Orth and I can see over Thorden's head. So we're all technically in the front.
Right.
Because
I don't obscure views.
Orth can see over Thorden.
there you go.
And I
like
can
it.
see over Orth.
I like it. So it's actually a fairly large cabin from the outside. It's actually got a second story up above.
Double doors, huh?
And double doors on the front. Yep.
Fancy.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's. You can almost imagine like a Viking hall, right? Like or something more like that, a little bit more ornate, and something that if any of your families had hunting cabins, it would be a 1-room, 12 by 12. Yeah,
this.
exactly. And so this is like much more of like an entire hunting party would go here and while away the time, or you'd entertain dignitaries and stuff. You walk up. There's a porch up front, and you guys walk up, and you guys make your way in. I need some.
So?
Can I ask a question?
Yep,
Russ?
absolutely.
So, in the process of sleeping, I get my health back, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're back to full.
Okay. My twisted
And you've
ankle was
got-
healed in a day.
Well,
Yeah.
we did stop and see my priest friend.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
as much as I dislike your means,
Hey now.
you're with me.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly. No. You do not die quite yet.
Good.
Where's my... Here we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. you guys are led in through the door, and you have but a moment to take in what was once a very resplendent and, posh kind of hardwood floor, cushiony, like red leather chairs, big fireplace in the corner, and all that stuff still exists, but is in an extreme state of disrepair. There is dust everywhere. Everything is kind of like, been just let to rot and dust. There's a picture of Mayor Brethelton's family over the hearth, and it's kind of hanging there crooked. And as you guys come in, all willy-nilly, without a care in the world,
There's guards.
there's guards.
Hey, that one looks not like a guard.
He's one of the. He's Smythe. We'll call him Smythe.
Okay. That's what I wrote down. Am I going to be killing Smythe? I just wrote his name down.
I don't know. You're the one who took the. Maybe writing his name down is bad. Did you write Marith's name down?
No.
No. Okay. I don't know.
Obviously not. I couldn't remember it when I talked to her
I remember it
husband.
fast enough. You guys walking
Is there
through.
a board
You guys walking through the door.
Yeah, do you want to switch scenes?
Yep. You guys walking through the door. There you go. You guys are walking in through the door, and notice these guys are spread around the cabin, and they immediately attack you. So roll initiative.
Dicks.
Oh,
Yes.
plus something, right?
Yeah, your initiative.
Okay, so 19.
I got
16.
a 20.
Whoa!
Initiative.
Whoa!
Heck yeah.
So Liam, Thornton. What was yours worth?
13.
Wait. No, I should
Or,
be before
16.
Liam.
Matt's before me.
Yeah,
He has
I got a 21.
20, I have
Or a 20.
19. I'm one behind.
Thornton, Liam, and then Urith, and then the bad guys. However, 3 of them will get attacks of opportunity or surprise on you guys, because they are literally lying in wait for anybody to walk through the door to then club. So,
Those two?
yep,
Oh, jeez.
this one. Those guys, the guys who are walking with you, basically immediately run to the sides on their opening turn and knock arrows, but don't get to do anything.
Okay.
The other 3 guys have war maces ready to go, full size maces with barbed metal ends, and they rush in to cave in your skulls, and they are going to. One is going to attack Liam and hit. What's your armor class?
15.
Yep, they hit. Let me open up my silly monsters manual here. Forgot to do that. And you die, because I can't find it fast enough.
No, you
It
failed.
was a good run, guys.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Hey, good game, guys. Good game.
47 damage.
GG!
Every second it takes me to find it, it's not much better.
You're looking up how much damage a club does?
No, I'm getting my characters out, so I make sure that I have
Oh.
their abilities here.
Also, before I take my turn,
Yeah?
to use my bow, do I have to be a certain distance from a person?
No, I think you can use it up close, but you will provoke attacks of opportunity if you're standing right next to them. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That they will get basically free
So-
attacks.
You
While I'm
essentially,
getting ready, they could hit me
Yeah.
before I...
Yeah, you make yourself
you're-
vulnerable by using a ranged
And you're
weapon.
not defending yourself in any way, because they're right there,
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie, so... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so these 2 guys, they club at you, 19 hits you, and it is... for 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Good thing you got more health. And the other 2 attack Thornton. They roll a 17 and an 18.
I have an 18 AC.
Okay, so, and they don't have a plus, so cool. So the 18 only hits. And they do, again, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
With their clubs ringing off your helmet. And they kind of
also-
ignore you, Liam, even though, or Ruth, even though you're right in the middle.
So I'm also bloody. Do I mark that somewhere or just kind of remember it?
You just know, yeah, you can put a B down if you want.
Okay. All right, now first person up, amazingly, is Thordin.
Right. Which ones hit me? This guy?
Yeah, these two
Okay.
hit you, or tried to. And actually, real quick, I'm going to fill in a couple details of the room
Okay.
for funsies.
For funsies.
I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do.
Bassmaster says it's a pure work of art. The great part is it's dry erase, so we can just make it as many times as we want.
It's actually a really big table here
Okay.
with a bench.
I like it.
Then another one over here. There is a crumbled kind of wall here. There is actually a hole in the floor here, and then a staircase over here. And then we'll do this is like a fireplace in the back where that picture of the mayor's family and stuff is hanging.
Is it like tilted
Yeah,
or anything?
totally
It's
canted, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to hit this guy.
Go.
I'm going to hit him in the face.
Okay.
Two-handed Warhammer.
Nice.
You can stay there, or do you want to shift?
No, I can hit him diagonal.
Yeah. You mean to be out of range of the other two people?
So you want to stand, or do you want to shift, Matt?
My thought is I'm trying to protect the squishies.
Okay.
So if I'm...
My thought is I'm trying to kill people.
I know, and that's the difference between us.
Yeah.
I have faith that you'll kill people. All right, attack roll.
Well, I may die first.
Right.
Listen.
So I've got Warhammer two-handed. 17.
Oh, big hit. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to do 1d10 plus 3. So this is a 10. Do I have to call Divine Smite up first?
I thought you told me that it was something that was after you hit.
Yeah. Do I roll damage first, though, or in between damage and hitting?
I think it'd be, well, oh, you hit. So
hit.
Now you say that you're going to do
Yeah,
it.
you can do it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do I roll this first, or do I just do it?
What is it again then?
Damage. Do I roll damage before Divine Smite or after?
What is Divine Smite? That's the that adds another damage
That
roll.
adds
I think
radiant
that adds to it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd roll damage first, then add your addition to it.
Yeah, I'm going to do Divine Smite, because that is 4 damage.
Uh-huh.
And then my Divine Smite is 2d8
Nice.
radiant damage, which is 6. So that's a total of 10 damage to him, to this guy.
Boom. He is bloodied. The top guy on the northeast side.
Radiant do anything?
It does not appear to have any additional effect.
Okay, and then let me just double check the description on it, because it's my first time using it. Oh. Well, we were talking about if you've got Skype, Bassmaster, I just found out. Sorry, we watched one of your YouTube videos. It's Bassmaster. It's my bad. We may be open to having a session remoted in from somebody, so stay tuned. We're still figuring out how that might work. Divine Smite, starting at 7 level. When you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 paladin spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target in addition to the weapon's damage. 2d8 for a first level spell slot, blah blah blah. Damage increases by 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend.
You're not undead or a fiend.
Okay.
A fiend is basically a demon or something like that, and undead is a ghoul or a zombie.
Just
He looks like
The living
a man.
dead.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. All right, so you hit him very hard.
10 damage. Yep.
Nice.
And
Liam.
it does, when my hammer hits,
Yeah.
a burst of light appears from it
Nice.
and radiates from the area, but seems to only be damaging with contact with the hammer.
Sure. Gotcha.
But it does light up
Right.
a fairly large area around me,
Very cool.
and is quite intimidating unless I'm mistaken.
Maybe in like the kind of like instinctual part of your brain, you actually take note that this cabin is in such disrepair that the floorboards actually creak and give way under your feet, and you can hear the wind through the rafters as though this place is like held together.
Did I hit the guy hard enough that it creaked under his feet? That's my question.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yeah, totally. I mean,
That makes me happy.
Yeah, it made a noise, yeah, like a loud half crack. Be fun. Knock him through the floor. All right, Liam, you are up, sir. You are right in base-to-base contact where you never want to be.
Okay, so I'm gonna shift one this way.
Okay, go ahead.
Which now...
Do you want to shift out the door?
See, I thought about that, but then I can't shoot an arrow through. Like, is there a window I could shoot an arrow through?
Possibly. Not. But if you're shifting back, not right then. But if you
I only
shift
bring that up because I'm more concerned about these guys at the moment.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And this would leave him with line of sight to all three of these, right?
Yeah.
Your decision.
And
just
you wouldn't be taking
pointing
attacks
it
of
up.
opportunity because he'd be far enough away.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
See, I want to kill this guy because he tricked me into walking into the damn building.
But he would have an attack of opportunity on you.
But listen, you
Right,
know,
right.
So it's up to you. Is your character that single-minded that you are like,
okay, wait.
screw this guy and I want to get him?
I'll remind you, he's not a giant.
He's not a giant. He's a giant asshole. Not a giant.
My initial thought was I would shift what?
Go ahead.
Okay, I would shift to the left, right?
Yep.
And do like a sweeping, like hit him with the axe as I'm quivering an arrow. I was going full Legolas.
Yeah.
But I like Matt's thought process better. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shift back one so I don't take a
Right.
attack. Okay.
And you can still attack this round. In a round, your attack can be pulling out your bow and arrow and shooting.
Question.
Yeah, even if you weren't ready.
If I do like it, if I do an AOE attack, does it also hit my guys?
possibly, what's the AOE attack?
The Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, but there is a well-documented history where you target your AoEs on the dwarf that's in your party and let the chips fall where they may. So that is a tried and true method amongst adventurers.
Can I do the shield thing like in 300?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Fight in the shade.
Right.
Okay. Hail of Thorns. So next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon, attack before a spell ends. The spell contains a rain of thorns and sprout from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect, creature within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Creature. So yeah, anybody within 5 feet within a square on either side will have to make a saving throw
Okay.
to get hit by it. But right now, this round you're
miss it, yeah.
this round you're casting it on your bow. Next round you'll fire your bow.
Does it take a
It's
full?
it's a bonus action, so I can't do a bonus action and attack at the same time.
You could use your inspiration point, couldn't you?
Could use his inspiration point.
So what?
Let's find out.
I'm sorry, I'm
No, me
derailing.
too.
So inspiration point in
Look at
general,
bonus action.
Me too. Okay, go ahead.
I can use inspiration point to do like whatever.
So we were
I'll
going
look
to.
at inspiration
I'm
points.
currently using inspiration points that are either an extra action on a turn, or you can add. What is it? It's in the book. It's like 1d6 to any given roll, or no, re-roll or something like that.
Okay,
So-
inspiration is a rule that Dungeon Master can use to reward a player for playing your character in a way that's true to his or her personality traits, ideals, bound, flaws. By using inspiration point, you can draw on your personality trait of compassion for the downtrodden to give an edge, negotiating with the beggar prince. Or inspiration can let you call on your bond to defense of your home village and push past the effects of a spell that has been laying upon you. That doesn't. Oh, using inspiration. Here's better. If you have inspiration, you can expend it when you make an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player for good role-playing, clever thinking, or simply doing something exciting in the game. When another player character does something that really contributes to the story in a fun and interesting way, you can give up your inspiration point. So it gives you advantage.
So advantage means that you roll 2 dice and take the higher one on your attack, but you're not attacking. But you can also cash in, and this will just be our house rule, that you can cash in an inspiration point for bonus action on a round. So if you want to, you can use your inspiration to do that spell, and then also take your attack and shoot your arrow.
Would a bonus action also be like attacking twice then, or no?
Yeah.
So I could attack twice.
You could attack twice instead of casting the spell.
How much damage did you do, Thornton? 10.
I did 10 damage and it's
And
bloody.
he's bloody.
The guy's looking like his face is a little beat up.
I'm trying to think if I could kill somebody in one shot.
You could kill him in 2 shots.
If you could get... Can you do 10 damage to him? Because we know 10 damage is his maximum. His maximum health points at this point is 20.
It's 20, right? Because half is bloodied.
Right, but I could have hit him. He could have 12, and it could have been bloodied because we don't know anything beyond half or dead.
Hey, Worth, what's your health?
Yeah.
He hasn't been hit. 18.
Like 18.
It's 18, right, Jake?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm trying to think if I would still want to cast my spell. Because my spell does, if they don't hit the saving throw, it does 1d10 damage. But I don't want to kill everybody, so it's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, maybe not grouped up like this.
All right, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at this guy that's currently flanking Worth.
Are you going to spend your point to shoot twice, or are you going to shoot just once?
I'm just gonna shoot once for now.
Okay. Go ahead and...
If you roll a 2, you can re-roll it with your inspiration point. 5. You can re-roll it with your
I'm
inspiration
gonna re-roll it with my
Okay.
inspiration. Oh, wait, I'll take it. Okay.
It's
Plus
6. That number.
Okay. Oh, plus 8? That's the other thing. We never look. Do we figure out what the bonus 2 point is? It 2 to attack
to
or
attack.
2 to me hitting them?
It's to,
Attack is
it's
attack
to
and
hitting them,
damage.
it's
Okay.
not to damage.
Okay.
Yep.
All
So wait a minute. So actually, the first time you rolled a 5,
Would have been 11, 12, 13.
that would have hit.
Okay, well then keep your inspiration point, I guess.
All right. Sorry.
No, it's fine. That's
We're
okay.
we're learning.
We'll punish you later for taking our time. Right now, we're all learning together.
So
Right.
a D8.
He almost
Damage.
gave you damage for being late today.
I think it did over the phone, didn't I? I gave him the full,
You did, yeah.
but he healed up.
You gave him 5, and I said he's squishy. That's like
8
half
points
his health.
damage.
Nice. He goes down.
So I'm gonna go down here
Yep.
and proceed to decapitate Smythe.
I am focused on tying this guy up. I don't see a thing.
You hear a wet noise, and something in your brain says, "I don't want to know."
Yeah.
And
I
I'm just
continue
gonna-
tying.
I'm
it's
just
one of those
spit on his
things.
body.
It's one of those things where I'm like behind him with my head down by his hands tying, and I pause, and then I continue
just keep on
tying
going. I like it.
because I don't want to know.
All right.